want to stick with Deebo, though. He's in his third year. After 3 years, the 49ers gave George Kittle an extension. And then after 3 years, they gave Fred Warner an extension. Rather than have them play out a lame duck fourth year. It's one thing with first-round picks. You can do that because you pick up the fifth-year option. But if you're not a first-round pick, you're a free agent after that fourth year. And if you're a really good player, the Niners, their precedent is we reward you after year 3. Is Deebo on track to get that reward?
This year,
should he be?
He should. Well, yeah, he should be on track. He deserves that. Can he stay healthy? That's the thing. He's a very physical player. I think he's a lot tougher than George Kittle. George Kittle's a tough guy. Don't get me wrong, but he seems to. I mean, he just seems to get bruised every time he goes out there. It's something. He's dealing with something. Deebo Samuel's had a little bit of that, but that's going to be, if he can stay healthy, he's going to break the bank. I think the Niners are going to be in a position. Will lead us into another question you will have for me. But I think it's going to put them in the position of deciding which offensive weapon they want. Deebo Samuel is a wide receiver that we need. He's a gadget player as well. He does some great good work in the backfield that this offense led by Shanahan will need to rely on. Kittle's lack of availability is leading to no ability. And so that brings us to the next thing, if you want to lead into that. But I think Deebo is the one we have to keep at this point. But only if he can prove he is healthy for a continuous year. I don't mind if he misses a game. This is football. But at the same time, he has to be healthy. No more of this of this broken platoon formula that the 49ers are just trying to scrape by with injured players.
I'm going to be more conservative here. I would not resign Deebo. Even if he has an injury-less season. He's in a contract year. He's playing like it. I respect it. But he has his history. And he has his playing style, too. I feel like this is Kittle redux. Kittle, you can see this coming with Kittle. Just the way he plays, his body, can't do it for too long. And Deebo's either going to stop playing this way, which won't be good, or his body will break down, or he'll be just the bionic man. And I'm not banking on that. So I got to be cynical here and conservative and feel like, look, if Deebo can put together an all-pro year, thank you. I'm going to trade you for a first-round pick at the end of it. I'm sorry. It's horrible to say, right?
Then yes, and I can validate that. But also, you could bundle someone else up and trade him, and that's Kittle. And the reason for that is...
We're going to talk about that in a minute. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but
yes.
Back to Deebo. Then if that's your plan, is to milk him for his all-pro year, then yes, you can trade him. I would first off trade him out of this division and conference if you can.
For a first-round pick.
For a first-rounder, yeah.
Because here's the thing. Here's one more thing.
You're going to have to... That first-rounder has to go to corner.
Right. Well, hold on. One more thing.
And then Ayuk has to assume
Bosa's up for an extension this offseason, too.
Bosa, you say? Yes,
Bosa's up for an extension this offseason, too. And he's going to be making Jimmy Garoppolo money. So I don't even know if they can afford Deebo Samuel if they want to keep him.
That's true. Again, that's the problem with keeping Jimmy Garoppolo and not having a rookie on his contract. That's how the Chiefs, now they finally broke the bank on Mahomes, but they had the benefit of playing him when he was young. The Ravens are going to come into a position with the same thing with Lamar Jackson, is he's not going to be on his rookie contract anymore. So the Niners are going to have to reset the quarterback clock to make what you're talking about happen, get that first rounder back that they absolutely have to put it at corner. But then people like Ayuk have got to be worth their salt.
The Niners are clearly trying to figure out ways to get first-round picks back. Obviously, they don't have them the next 2 years. And I think their first plan was Jimmy. Jimmy's going to have a 2019 year. And we're okay. Well, that's not looking too likely now. He's been hurt already. So who else? I mean, it seems to me that you could trade Kyle, but they're not there yet. Trade Deebo, or